welcome friends to Season 17 of the Lord of the Rings Online. I'm so excited to be doing this one. For those of you who are just joining in, this is a 100% playthrough of the game. That means that I do every single quest and every single deed in the map before moving on to the next one. I use the LOTRO wiki as a way to verify all those quests and deeds. Now obviously every once in a while there are a few quests that I can't do at the time, but I always make note of those, that way I can come back to them later. One way I keep track of that is on my website, renaissancegaming.net/lotro.html. If you click at a specific season, I have a table of all the quests and deeds, the ones which I've done and the ones which I will have to go back to. I do recommend you watch this series in 2x speed. It'll be more fun and enjoyable for you. There's a lot of episodes. We're over 500 now. If you were to watch them all at single time speed, you'd be an old man or woman by the time you finish this. That's enough of an introduction. Let's go ahead and get started with the next season. I am here in Talmathadris in Dunland. You may remember a few episodes back, towards the end of the last season, I was finishing an epic storyline here, and I quickly reminded you guys that we'd have to come back to this because it took me to a brand new location which I was not ready to venture to yet. But now I am ready to venture to it, because that is going to be the site of this season, Season 17. I'm going to keep it a surprise, but obviously it's not a surprise because you've read the title of the episode, but just play along with me, just humor me. Let's go ahead and start.
We will go to speak with the captive and learn what we can of Saruman's plans.
He does not have long to live, and we must go now or lose the opportunity.
The emissary of Isengard, captured by the Falcon clan, is near to death. Lou Brenin hopes to get information from the captive before he passes.
We will make the captive sing for us, Kippen. He will sing of Saruman's plan, or I will end this captivity with steel. This way, let us hear the captive's last song. Llewellyn, where is Nye? He moved the captive to a more unpleasant cell as you commanded. Ah, very good. Perhaps that will bear fruit. Lead us to him. The cells further in are damper and less pleasant, filled with refuse and home to rats. The captive will have much to say of Saruman's plans for the Falcon clan, I am certain of it. Follow me, you do not want to make a wrong turning. Hello, Kippen. Calenglad and some of the other rangers are below, bringing up some of the supplies the Falcon clan stored in the depths. The caves go quite a way into the mountain. Hamarad sent me to bring you down to help, but if you are busy with something else... You were going to speak to the captive? May I come with you? That is a good idea. Perhaps the captive will be put off by his guard by your presence. I will go below and see how your friends fare with the preparations. Llewellyn, show them the way. So let me talk to Nye in the prison caves. There is Nye. See how weak our captive is? He will not live through the night if he does not have a meal and an escape from the damp. You, Ranger, open the door. He will not wait forever. The man is already dead. And so are you. Treachery! You are fools if you think a match of the Dunedain. This is bad, Kippen, very bad. The Falcon clan has turned on us. I do not know why, but we are betrayed, and many of our friends are still below. We will cut our way out. Listen, there's fighting below. So not good at all. Looks like we've been double-crossed by the Falcon clan after helping them so readily. Ah, I see how it is. I'm sorry that it turned out like this, Kippen. I mean that. These rangers are good folk, strong folk, and I see in them an echo of my own people. But you told me yourself of the great army Saruman now has amassed. He is prepared to give us back the lands that belong to us. It is so close now. I am no wizard's servant. Saruman prizes knowledge above all else, and now the Falcon clan can give him that. I think he will be pleased to receive the two of you as gifts. He will be most interested in whatever errand you can bring you this far south. And once the fighting is done and our land is returned to us, he will remember. He will remember it was the Falcon clan that gave him the gift of knowledge. You will not leave this cave alive, Brennan. Take them.
Saruman, I send you this gift. Knowledge of your enemies. Use it wisely and remember from where it came.
You have been captured and brought to Isengard, home of the traitor Saruman. Yes, guys, welcome to Season 17, non-Curunír, also known as Isengard. We are before the very gates of Isengard. Look at that. Very interesting, is it not? I say so. Let me take a look at the map. So we are in Isengard itself, the Ring of Isengard. Let us go ahead and start our adventures here. Let us go. I do not want to stay here any longer than I need to. I will leave you captives with someone and be back on the wagon headed for Tur Morva before the next spell. Move your feet, Ranger. I cannot go on like this, Kippen. What can we... Lothrendir's pains are evident. Both of you are cruelly treated by the long wagon journey to Isengard and the whips of your captors, but Lothrendir bore the brunt of the ill treatment. I am Lothrendir of the Dunedain. I have walked among many frozen wastes and the fiery Southlands. I do not fear this place. Alright, so off we go. Being delivered as prisoners to Isengard. There's the Tower of Orthanc above us. These are the captives, scrawny things. This is Morflock. We will keep you busy, little hobbit, and your friend too. I think the old man will want to speak with him directly. There's a place for you in the caves below, if Foch doesn't kill you first. If you have any fortune at all, you won't see me again, little hobbit. You're ours now. Let us see how long you last. You are Foch's problem now. He will find work for you. Ha! So we are in Foch's command. We are in the pits of Isengard, being used as slave labor. Quite an interesting location here. Everybody working really hard, again, in order to tie this in with some Lord of the Rings lore. Remember, Saruman is building an army worthy of Mordor. That is what's happening right here, right now. Let's look at the map. We are in the Forges of Isengard, in the dungeons below the ring of the Tower of Orthanc.
You now belong to me. You'll do as I say.
Make yourself at home, little hobbit. You now belong to me, and you will do as I say. Foch laughs heartily. We will find tasks enough to keep you busy, and once you die, someone else will take your place. Sharku doesn't like thralls, little hobbit. There's plenty of work to be done in the pits.
I've assigned someone to keep an eye on you and give you work.
If he's not happy with your work, I will hear about it. You don't want that, little hobbit. I'm your overseer. If your overseer wanders off for a spot of grub or a swig of brew, rattle your shackles, and he'll be better come running. Don't let me see you without him. If you need to resummon your Uruk overseer, use the shackles you now have within your inventory, and he will appear. And I will get this prisoner shirt. Interesting. Alright. So, again, this is actually all tied to the epic quest.
There's work that needs doing in the kitchens.
So here's my overseer. There's work that needs doing in the kitchens. You think this army feeds itself? There's meat roasting, gruel boiling, and bread baking day and night. The Uruk-hai grins, bearing his fangs. Not that you'll get any of that. Prisoners have their own ration. Barkle will have something else for you to do, I'd wager. To the kitchens with you. They're in the southwest wall of the cavern. And if you don't make good time, I'll tan your hide. Okay. So, obviously I cannot use this mount. But, my question is, can I use a goat here? Let me see if my treasure-laden goat can be used. He cannot be used. That's alright. So, enjoy the Forges of Isengard. It's a very well-designed area. You can really see and appreciate a lot of the industry here. Let me move this over here. Yeah, so we're gonna go... I don't think I need to climb... Well, yeah, let me go from above and see what happens. You know, we're among all these Uruks, but most of these are not going to be hostile. They're all kind of working around. They're all doing work. Let's see, we're pretty close to the kitchens here. My little companion is falling behind. Give him a little time to catch up. Come on, bud. You can do it. So this is very cool. Look at all these orcs just eating away. I love how they designed this area. They're all hungry, angry. Anyways, let's go ahead and start this quest.
I'm of a mind to chop you up for stew.
Another worm from the surface. I'm of a mind to chop you up for stew. Give the boys something they can sink their fangs into. Your Uruk-hai overseer grunts sadly, shaking his head with disappointment. It's like that, is it? Responds Bark. Too bad. It's not worth my head to cross the old man. And once he's done with you, you won't be fit for stew anyway. Take this rag and clean up some of the slop off the floors. It might as well be good for something. Once you're done, squeeze the rag out into the slop bucket there. Alright, so let me start cleaning up the floor. As I am now a slave, I'm a whim to the demands of these Uruk-hai. I have to do all the dirty work. Literally in this case. Alright, let me grind out the rag here.
Think you're done? You're not done until I say you're done.
Clean up more of the slop, then dump it into the bucket again. You work for Bark, and Bark says there's more to be done. So we're gonna clean up more slop. Such a dirty area, man. So much slop to clean. There we go.
You could not have done that more slowly if you tried, worm.
Still, the slop had to be cleaned and you cleaned it. There will be more later. There's always more. Bark bares his teeth at you. It's time to feed the prisoners. Scoop out some and feed from the slop bucket and carry it to the dungeons in the northwest wall of the main cavern. Empty the slop into the bucket by the cells. And be quick about it. The thralls have to eat. Haha. Alright. Let me grab the bucket. That's disgusting. Can't believe I'm going to be feeding this to the prisoners. That's horrendous. Man, I am running fast with this thing. That's crazy. Where am I going? I'm going like all the way north. Get a nice run bonus from this. Inspired odiousness. The slop smells awful. You're inspired to get to where you're going, to be rid of it as soon as you can. Fair enough. I've already lost my companion. I was going way too quick for him. Alright, let me see which way I want to go here. I'm gonna keep going. Oh, yeah. Straight ahead, right? Quite obvious. Well, my question is, where do I go from here? I kind of came off the path, it looks like. There you go. There's a path to follow. It's just a little dark is all. Sometimes it's easy to get lost. All the way in the dungeons. Follow the right-hand passage. You'll find the slot bucket down that way. You tip the slop into the bucket and it makes a sickening sound. So this is Baldgar.
Do you know anything about what is going on outside?
Hey Hobbit, do you know anything about what's going on outside? I am a man of Rohan, Baldgar by name, and I was separated from my men not far from the river. Can you tell me if Rohan is still safe? There are too many guards around and it is not safe to talk. Alright, let me summon my overseer by shaking my shackles. There he is.
No talking to the prisoners.
You are no less a captive than they, and if you weren't in my company, you'd be thrown into a cell to rot. Remember that. One word to Fosh, and you won't even have the benefit of stretching your legs. A different word, and you might call those locked in the cell lucky ones.
I could have given this work to someone else, but I saved it up special for you.
I have more work for you, and this will be tough, back-breaking labor. I could have given it to one of the other prisoners, but I saved it special for you. It's my way of saying how pleased I am to waste my time making sure you don't fall into one of the pits. Zagor's in the center of the main cavern, Hobbit. What do you say to us paying him a little visit? It doesn't matter, we're going anyway. Alright, so let's go that way. You know what? I could use some of my run speed bonuses since I can't use... Since I can't use any mounts in here, I might as well use it. That way I can kind of get to where I'm going a little faster. He's not that far away, though. Alright, let me try to see where he is. He's literally down there, so let me take the ramp down. And we'll see what happens. I think I'll just jump. That's fine.
What is this? You are much too scrawny for this one.
I need a good strong Urukai to carry these barrels, not some pitiful little hobbit. Zagor sniffs the airs and glowers at you in disapproval. You'll have to do. It's no care of mine if you kill yourself lugging them around. Just another body for the pile. Haul a couple of these barrels up the path to the north and leave them on the wooden platform with the others. You see it there directly above Fosh? Now get moving. I don't see it, but we'll figure it out. This is the wrong way for that barrel. You want the platform above Fosh. Alright, so I guess I'm going that way. That's kind of cool that they tell you if you're going the wrong way. That way you're not running around like a crazy person. I guess it's gonna be this wooden platform here. No? Yeah? Nope. This is not it. Where's Fosh? That's Fosh, so it's that platform right there. The one with all the weapons. Makes sense. You set down the barrel of weapons with a heavy thud and a sigh of relief. So I need to do that a few more times, it looks like. He set down the barrel of armor with a heavy thud.
This worthless prisoner says he's too tired to carry his load.
He left the barrel where I said? You'd better have. This worthless prisoner says he's too tired to carry his load. He'll get the lash again if he doesn't shift that barrel in a hurry. Poor Kenan.
So tired.
Kenan cannot go on. You are certain that Sargoods will kill him if his work is not completed. He decided to carry the barrel of weapons in Kenan's stead. How nice. Let's do it. So these Uruk-hai are being very productive. They're making lots of weapons and armors to feed the armies of Isengard. And we're somehow complicit in the whole thing. Can't believe it. Set down Kenan's barrel of weapons with a heavy thud.
You won't be able to do his work forever, Worms.
This weakling won't last, and I'll be ready with my lash when he stumbles. Find more work from your overseer. I'll summon you when I have more for you. Nice. So let me go ahead and summon my overseer. There he is.
The rats have become a real nuisance, gnawing and biting.
My brothers sleep in the barracks when they are not working, but there are not enough beds. We sleep in shifts. When one Uruk wakes, another takes his place. There's no room for laziness. Any Uruk who tries to stay in bed is likely to sleep forever, with a knife in his belly. It is one thing to share quarters with fellow warriors, but the rats have become a real nuisance, gnawing and biting. Thin them out, some little hobbits, and be quiet about it. There will be warriors sleeping. The entrance to the barracks is in the southeast wall of the main cavern beneath Isengard. Alright, so I like that this is kind of exposing us to all the different areas of Isengard here. So let me run my little hobbit legs all the way to the barracks, the sleeping quarters. Let me see, what am I doing? I'm trying to get on that main path. So I should be able to turn around up here. Like so. So I need to defeat some rats here. Let me go in a little deeper. All right. Man, these guys don't even set out a mattress. Really? That desolation missed? That was silly. Need a couple more. Okay, there we go.
You took care of the rats? It's about time.
Maybe tonight I won't be gnawed half to pieces by those rotten things. You won't be my problem for much longer. Foch wants to see you again. Okay, so return to Foch at the center of the caverns. Excellent. Just follow the path all the way. I love this area. I think it's very cool. I also like this entire quest chain that they put in. of us being slaves in Isengard. I think it's very creative. Look at all the bats. Let's see what Fosh has to say. I bet nothing good, right?
I did not expect much from you, but you did all right.
For a halfling. But I've still got a bone to pick with you. You lost me a fistful of silver coins. I had a wager going with some of the boys that you wouldn't still be standing after your first day, miserable little runt. Enough of that. Time is wasting. You need to come with me. The old man wants you.
You had better come with me.
The old man does not like to be kept waiting. If you displease him, perhaps he will no longer need you alive. Ah, wouldn't that be nice? So let's go meet the old man.
The old man does not like to be kept waiting. The old man wants you. You had better do what he says if you know what's best for you. Ah, with the power of his voice, you won't have a choice.
Well, you're here. This is as far as I go. Follow the stairs straight up and don't wander. The old man will know if you do. Follow these steps. It won't be my head if you poke your nose where it don't belong. So, we are in the Tower of Orthanc, which is really cool, actually. At least I think it is. Very iconic place within the Lord of the Rings Online and Lord of the Rings in general. So let's climb up. Appreciate some of the tapestries along the way. Why not? It's a very cool room. And there's Saruman. Saruman the White. In his tower. Isn't this epic, guys? Come on, look at that light just gleaming in. It's beautiful. It's very cool. There's Saruman. Come closer, Kippen. Look how evil he looks, man. Just evil. Very cool place. Alright, let's see what's going on here. We have much to discuss, Kippen. I am Saruman the Wise, and I know much that might surprise you. But still, there are mysteries. I need your help. Together we can learn much that would otherwise remain hidden. There's much we could accomplish. Your own endeavor has ended in defeat, Kippen. You have ridden a long road, but have accomplished nothing. And what has it cost you? The lives of friends. Abandon this foolish journey, Kippen. Join me in my pursuit. The voice of Saruman has an odd quality to it. You must resist its power. Let's try that out. Trying to resist. You draw upon your hidden reserves of strength to resist giving in to despair. Why do you reject this course? Can you not see that it is futile to continue this fool's charade? Any haste you possessed is spent. I saw to that when you were still in the Enidwith. I learned of your purpose from the dwarf Nar. After you left his home, I had no further need for him. He was quite himself when he died, another life lost in your wake. Saruman's voice is mockingly cruel. You must resist its power. You draw upon hidden reserves of strength to resist falling into despair. Do not forget that your friend Lothrandir is at my mercy. If you tell me what I want to know, he will not be harmed. Tell me everything you know about the ring. Saruman's voice is strangely convincing. You must resist him. Very cool. Gandalf knew something of it, and you knew Gandalf. I know the ring was in the hands of a halfling. Where is it now? I can be very generous to those who serve me. I can give you anything you seek. Come forth, Gunine. I am here, my lord. You have not seen this Angmarim woman since you left the Northlands. When you last saw her, she had been cast out by her clan for dishonoring them. Her name was taken from her, and she has become known as Gunine, without name. She survived in the wastes of Forkel by stealing food from the Losoth hunters once the prey was felled. Lothrandir gave her a bag of food to last until she could rebuild the wreckage of her life. What is she doing here? You have left a trail of hatred behind you, Kippen. Gunine followed your company down from the north, biding her time. Sometimes she lost her trail, but always she would find it again. That is when I found her. She did my work in Enedwith and Dunland, and for that she will be rewarded. You will give me my name once I kill Kippen? Yes, you will no longer be Gunine, but not yet. I want you to consider my offer, Kippen. You will work for Morflock while you decide. I will bring you to Morflock, but soon I will kill you. And I will kill your friend Lothrandir, and I will earn my new name. My master has promised. So now I am in Morflock's command. Let's take a look. We are within the ring of Isengard. There is the tower of Orthanc. So this is an excellent stopping point. I hope you are excited about this episode. I certainly am. And I will go ahead and, well, I meant season, not just episode, but hopefully you're excited about both. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. We'll continue being slaves, I guess, for the White Hand of Isengard. See you next time.
See